Hello and welcome back. I just realised I've actually got torches right here. I don't know what I was thinking. Just going to clear that for now. Oh well, we've got a weird looking tree over here as well now. I'm still thinking about this, about the skeletal bee. I really need it for the bone meal. What I'm going to have to do, I think, is one of the problems with this. It should be okay if I just get the queen, I suppose. The thing is, though, is if I mix it with, I'm going to have to change the flowers on it because it's dead bush and I can't get that. So what I may have to do is actual breeding with the desolate and frugal. And then I'll probably want to put the fertility on the desolate and frugal. I don't know, it's going to be difficult to actually get this to work. We need 2 arids for this, for the desolate. We need 2 arids for that. And for the frugal, we're going to need the modest and sinister. So we need a few modest from the looks of it. Yeah, we need a few modest. So we're not gonna want to completely give up on the magic bees line. That's for certain. Okay, so we'll keep an eye on this apiary because this one's going to go fast. Honeycombs. But yeah, what do I want to do with the dirt? I feel like I want to actually expand the platform to have some dirt in it. I want to make this whole thing like a nice, basically a flat shape. So I think I'm actually gonna. The thing is, I can't seem to get rid of this fucking thing. Doesn't seem to want to break. Just not breaking. I mean, I could just leave it and then just cover it over. I think that's probably what I'm going to end up doing. Just get rid of this whole area here. I need more stone bricks for this to square off the area. I think so. Wow. So it's not looking too bad, this section. Yeah, I am worried about whether the skeletal bee will just die though. See, this is why you would need to really go through the normal process of getting all of them. But I don't know. Looking marshy as well. There's wintry bees as well. I mean, what I may do is I may just go. I don't know. I may do a proper breeding section. I probably will have to do a proper breeding section for the skeletal bees. So, I mean, until I get those bones, I'm not going to be able to do too much. Anyway, let's look at the quests. So we wanted to get this one. So let's consider what we have at the moment. We've only actually got I guess these mundane cones will be useful. So as long as we're doing them fairly slowly, it's not going to matter too much. We've got a couple here as well. So yeah, but this will be the main driver of honeycomb. I'm going to need to make a centrifuge. And that's one thing I definitely need, because I'm going to need to get the clay out of that. Let's make a centrifuge then. So this we're going to need 6 copper, we're going to need sturdy casing, which will be bronze, and bronze is going to be 3 copper 1/10. Okay. So I'm going to need 6 copper 2/10, I think. I guess this means that the cuprum bee is actually a priority now I think about it. To get to cuprum we are going to need industrious though. Industrious, diligent, unweary. But to be fair, we can get it very easily from these two. Just the meadows. So let's do the cuprum bee because it seems to be a priority. So we're going to want a diligent and unweary. So we have the diligent that's been there for all this time. So all we really need to do is make an unweary, which is going to be a diligent and a cultivated. So we've got a cultivated. Well, actually, we could just make it straight off the back, can't we? Yeah, we don't actually need to do anything. So just take the diligent and take this cultivated. That's going to get us straight into industrious. We haven't got any more diligent, but it doesn't matter because we don't really need it. But we do need it for the other quest, but I prefer to have copper first, really. Let me just put in a... Do I not have any more redstone blocks? I'm sure I had a bit more redstone than that. There's no more redstone, is there? Oh, I've got loads of it. Okay, so we get the unweary. I think that's a good choice. It's actually not going to work though until this block finishes. We may need more than that. I would have thought that would be enough. Oh, I haven't got labware in it. Oops. There we go. So we needed, which one do we want for this? Okay, so we've got our unweary queen here. Oops. Okay. So we need to mix the unweary with a diligent to get an industrious. Okay. So to get to our diligent, we are going to need to make another diligent. Just need a common and a cultivated. Okay. Alright, so in terms of what we've got left, we've only got one common princess, one cultivated princess. We have that we can use. These unusual drawings we've got. We've got quite a lot of meadows and forest. I'll wait till one of these is finished. And then I'll get a common out of it. The food situation not looking that great, to be honest. I mean, I've got 11. What is toast again? It's very famous. Oh, you just smelt the bread to get toast. That's probably a better food. Right. So yeah, so the cuprum, let's just check this one more time. Now I just want to check the quest is not actually wanting... You see, if I get diligent first, it might actually make more sense. Just common and cultivated. Yeah, that's what I'll do. I'll just get a common drone. So I'll just mix together any two. I'll just mix together my meadows and meadows. Although I could do it with the unusual. Because any two will work really, won't they? Any two basic things. Yeah, because I've got no common queens. I'll get a common queen. Alright, where should we take this from then? One of these, right? I could just do these two, I suppose. It's a pretty obvious choice. Yeah, I can't see it. This is probably done as well. So this production's going pretty well on that. Water bee would be quite easy to get as well. So water bee goes with what? Probably with everything. Go with the marshy. Probably do it just with a forest. Let's do a water princess with a forest. Yeah, let's do that. Let's get some more water bees actually. May as well. Because I've got them being created by both the water and the river. And they're actually quite cheap to get in the shop. So I'll get a couple of water bees, I think. And we'll just take a drone. Put that with the water princess. So that's common. Okay, so what was doing? I did another lab word, didn't I? I could do with getting a piece of dirt. What do I do with big dirt stacks? Let me just move this actually. Let's get some. What do we actually get from the... That's mundane from the Eldritch. I guess that would make sense because they're magic bees. The common though is doing fine. Right, so we haven't really done too much there. Alright, so like I was saying then, we also want diligent, don't we? And diligent will be commonly cultivated. So I guess we'll just grab a drone from this one and we'll pair it up with our last cultivated princess, which is a bit of a shame, but I've already seen that. Let me just put in yeah, we need to get this centrifuge on the go pretty soon. Got some clay combs coming, so we need 128 clay, which is quite a lot. So these ones are going pretty slowly now. And our stock of mundane combs is not increasing that much. Happy combs doing okay. Frames about 90% still, so that's good. Now, whether I want to start introducing the fertility, I'm not sure. Doesn't seem that useful at this point, but I may do. To get the white coloured honey drops though is going to be difficult. So the honey drop in general, the usages of the honey drop, you often use it in the get squeezer, get propolis from it. Generally you think about making squeezer, carpenter and centrifuge. But I see no real point for the others at the moment. Luckily this is going pretty nice pace. And I'm getting a nice amount of combs. And we don't need to get any of the higher tier bees. This I'm a bit concerned about. It's a two, so it's a pure breed, so it'll be fine, won't it? Anyway, we've got we did quite well with the water bee though, because that's going to get us the diligent. So yeah, let's focus on the diligent then, because that's what we're about to do. So yeah, so we need diligent, and we're going to need to get the stringy combs from them. Okay. We're also going to want a bee Eliza from this version, this section. That's not where the bee Eliza comes from, is it? No, it comes from here. Productivity, 64 honeycombs. Will get us a load of production and impregnated frames. And wow, let's do that immediately. Actually, I don't know what I was thinking. That needs stringy as well, though. So diligent is going to be an important one to get. Let's see if we've actually got anything in the. So hopefully we can get this common drone, and then we'll mix it with our cultivated princess, and that will get us the. Well, you really do say us and we a lot in this sort of series. I never really mean it. I'm always talking about myself, mate. Alright. So yeah, I definitely want to focus on that. I may change it up though. I wouldn't mind a lot of mundane as well for magic bees. Mundane and regular honeycombs are really the base of everything. Alright. I suppose I'm going to want to actually convert this now. Well, yeah, you always want to mix together those in that fashion, don't you, really? Let's get a drone out from this. I'm not happy about the no drones. It's not got Eldritch here. And it's night time. But yeah, so the stringy comb is going to be a bit of a problem. So what do we get stringy from, actually? We get it from diligent and unweary. Industrious and Industrious. So it would make sense to kind of We've got several. Yeah, it makes sense to try to increase the production of that. So we will get it from the unweary. So the more diligent we can get, the better. So we may want to actually buy a diligent down the line as well to improve and increase that process. Okay. If we look at what we've got quite a lot of mundane combs. 10. Alright, so with regards to this, quite a lot from the common actually. I'm hoping we get a good result on that. You can see it's much more than on the Alright, is this done yet? So one thing that we want to look at now is using some of this dirt to expand the area. But I want to do the stone bricks first, don't I? Yeah, I want to get a flat area. I think if I get a flat area, things will go a bit better. So we're going to cook up some more stone, I think. Do we have any stone in the chest? Got 17 here. Some of this. Yeah, I mean, I'm probably going to have to at some point wing it with the... Here's the thing though, if I've got enough grass, we saw that a tulip actually did spawn. If for some miracle we can get a... Oh, actually that's the point, isn't it? It doesn't need to be a miracle. Sometimes you just think about it for a second and you realise the reason it spawns is because of the bee interaction. All I have to do is move these hives who won't have great fertilizing properties, but they'll have enough, right, that I'll get a grass spawn. Once I've got grass spawn, we can get animals, get everything. Alright, cool. Put a leaf out there, didn't I? Yeah. Alright, let's get the stone bricks. We need to expand this area. So, stone bricks. Not in, oops. That's not what I wanted to do. Oh, this must be done by now, surely. Alright, perfect. Let's mix up these two. What choice of noble and diligent? So I'm going to want to do this twice. Here's the thing though. How do you get the honey drops? Probably in the carpenter, right? Or the squeezer. I don't know what I'm talking about, you just put it in the centrifuge. It's weird you think centrifuge first. I always think of the squeezer first for some reason. Yeah, I'm basically monitoring these two hives much more closely than the others because they're much more overpowered. So yeah. So here's the thing, I'd be better off just using the unweary. Yeah, when you look at the stringy comb, to actually get it faster, I'd actually be better off just using the unweary. Yeah, it's much better, isn't it? Why would I do that? Why would I use the diligent over the unweary when the percentage is lower? The answer is I wouldn't, so I'm not going to do it. Because there's no point doing that. Alright. So I'm confused about that, because that is not... There's no reason I'm gonna trade that in, no way. I'm not going to get to just for no reason. This is the reason though, isn't it? Because to get industrial, I do need to mix together the unweary and diligent. But I don't want to waste those really. So here's the thing: can I make another one of these? I need a diligent and a cultivated. I need 2 diligents really, because the unweary is going to have to mix with the diligent again to get the industrious, and then we can go back to hive bees for the next cross. But I mean, here's the thing. So the unweary will require 64 of those. Diligent will require 64 of those. So I'm going to need a lot of stringy comb. That's what we're learning here. Like a lot of it. So what is the best way to get a lot of it? And the general thinking would be is I want another unweary just straight off the bat. And to get that I do need that diligent. This is why unweary is better, because it's actually beyond diligent. It seems to be a bit of a standstill really at this point. Here's the thing though, I do have 64 mundane combs. I mean, is that really am I really at a standstill at this point? I think I am, to be honest. Here's the problem. Because I can't get those copper nuggets. But it makes no sense to go fast here. Yeah, it makes no sense to waste the unweary. But this, I mean, in a sense, this does make sense to get the diligent. But then again, there may be other areas where it's actually better to get the noble. Yeah. I mean, well, let's look at the noble bee. This is actually where I got when I was doing another series. Simply common and cultivated. What do we get from it? Get the emerald, the one you get the Mari. That's weird, it gets you the mystical bee. Mystical bee is shit. The dripping comb. What do we get from the dripping comb? Honey drop. I bet that's what it's used in the alvery as well, isn't it? No, maybe not. Alright, so we do need this clay. Here's the thing though, this thing is going to absolutely change everything. So this has got to be the priority to get this one. Because once you get 64 stringy comb, then I can get loads more production upgrades, and it's going to literally change the entire game with that many production upgrades. So it's worth going for that quickly. So this one with the clay is probably not that useful. So I want to put more effort into this one. Because obviously we're going to get loads of stringy combs now from that. And now with regards to this, I feel it's going to make more sense to do noble on that. Because what that will do is it will let me get the noble and majestic. And then we'll be able to breed those as well. Now what's this one? Here's the sinister. The simmering comb. So we're going to want sinister for this, aren't we? Pretty sure. Yeah, sinister is the one we're going to need. Or we can go demonic. Demonic is a more powerful bee though, it was made up of sinister, so it wouldn't make sense. We're going to need a cultivated and a modest, or a cultivated and a tropical. So we don't really have access to that. I would like to get this though. Yeah, there's a lot of difficult choices in this. It's interesting. And of course we've got the clay stuff to do as well. I mean, my feeling with this is that the production upgrade is the priority, isn't it? So I will work on that definitely. What I really want to do though is, I'm not sure if it's actually going to, it should affect the area here, shouldn't it? So you see, if I put the dirt around here, what should happen, just want to make sure, here's the thing, I can't, oh yeah, there is, yeah, okay, it's fine. If I just put this area here, I'm hoping we'll get some flower spawns. You see, because once I get a piece of grass, right, once I get a piece of grass, what was the magic thing? Oh yeah, I still do need some wood actually, so it wouldn't be a terrible idea to keep planting trees. But yeah, if I can get a piece of grass here, I'm not sure it's actually, it should hopefully, I can't exactly remember the rules for that, but really? I thought it was night time. Or maybe I'm completely wrong. Yeah, if I can get a piece of grass, then I'll just put it straight in the mana pool, won't I? Which I've got right there. And then we can make pasture seeds. I wonder if it will spawn the Britannia flowers though. I'm not sure about that. Let me just put that right there. I'm going to see what happens with this though. I don't know why there's a torch in there, but oh well. It'll stay there, so it's alright. So this one is now underpowered. And this one is overpowered. Which is good. It is good because we're getting a lot of stringy comb now from the unweary. Let's look at the usages for Eldritch. There's quite a lot. You can get the Rooted Queen, Charmed, Esoteric, Enchanted. Another bee that I'm obviously very interested in is the. Is it not there? Oh wow, this is going to be a very hard one to get. It's going to be just. It's an unbelievable bee, that one. It's basically an unlimited supply of gold. But it's quite an unknown bee really. But yeah, we're getting lots of honeycomb. I would like to, basically the way it will work, once I get all those upgrades from, yeah, I really think that I do need to just grow a couple more trees and May as well grow some trees on this patch here as well. Luckily they're vanilla trees, so the bees shouldn't really interact with them. One there as well. We're going to need some more. Oh, we do have quite a lot of wood actually. I'm going to move this thing. Well, that must have been supplying loads of lighting. I didn't realise it did. Yeah, it does though. Okay. So yeah, it's still a difficult choice. Noble is looking likely though on that one. I probably will just go for Noble, for being honest at this point. Because here's the thing, right? To get to Diligent, I've looked at it a million times by now. Do you need a Common and Cultivated? Common, we're probably going to be able to be alright on that. Cultivated, what's the easiest way to get to Cultivated? I just need to think about how many. You see, one of the things that I really want to do is the reason I'm probably going to keep this maxed out is because I'm always going to want more honeycomb, and even these ones are pretty useful. You know, they all add to the number of regular honeycomb I've got, which will mean I'll always be able to do things I want to do with regards to that, and we'll be at the beginning stage soon. But yeah, the thing is, right, of course we will need the fertilizer, this is the whole reason really why I'm even considering this thing. And to get bones, there is no way to get bones. This is literally the only way I can do it. So this is going to be a real challenge to do this. So it's why I still don't feel I've really. I'm going to look at this a million times throughout the series. I want that Desolate Princess, and I need the Arid for it. So this could probably be the first step that I'd make. I'd need a Modest, I'd need a Meadows to get the Arid. I need, yeah. So obviously, the Modest is the one thing I don't have though. I don't think I do have Modest. But they're coming, they're coming. And then I'll be able to spawn all the skeletons I want, and I'll get as many bones as I want. And yeah, this here's the thing with the clay comb, right? The clay comb is in the industrial factory. No, it's not. Alright, the centrifuge is really important, isn't it? And I do wonder if I can actually. I don't know though. To be honest, I want my combs. I don't really want to centrifuge anything. So I'm not going to do it just yet. But the real problem is this issue with the coupon bees, which require too much. They require the unweary. They require the diligent. So they need 2 diligence. 2 diligence. Yeah, that's what I need. That's all I need. 2 diligence, which means I need to get to common and cultivated. Now here's the thing, can we get to cultivated without going via common? The answer is probably no, right? Yeah, I know it's no really. So what that basically means, it means we'll need to keep on maxing out on the hive bees. I mean, here's the thing, right? Yeah, I mean, it doesn't really matter which one I have it in there anyway. Right. But yeah, so I think that's going to do it for this episode, and I'll come back in the next one. So thanks for watching.